Okie dokie. I wonder how I might. I could just sit here and play with arrows all day like I did before. This is highly entertaining. Um, how do we get to the... I mean, I could just do this. Let's see. Stout. Start video. I should probably put a shirt on. Maybe not. This will be like like girls in bikinis washing cars and getting more money because they're showing some skin, Maybe that's what this will be like. Anyway, so I thought for this one, let's see. What's up, Ben? Okay, so I thought for this one, so this is in support of Aug, to get some shoulder surgery, and just to support him in general. He has supported me financially in the past. He's sent a few $100s when I've been in rough situations, so I appreciate him and his personal support, and I also appreciate his output in general. I know he's controversial, and some people say things, but still, he's a fellow human on the path. He's on his own path, and he needs support. So this is my effort to support his output. And eyes open to truth. That's Gia, right? Is that Gia? So I thought what I'd do this time is I want to invite, I want to share this link for this Zoom meeting just to the watchers. So if someone wants to come on and maybe share some thoughts about personal experiences with Aug or what you feel about him, or just to give some support by showing your face, then I would like to invite whoever wants to come join this Zoom meeting to come in. I don't want trolls. I don't want someone coming in talking shit. I just made a video on this very topic earlier today. So if that's what you're trying to do, then you will be removed. But if you'd like to come on and simply chat with me for a bit and talk about your experiences with Aug as a friend or as an informant or as a, he's been through a lot. I think I've watched most of his videos. From all of the underground base experience to all the trauma, he's been through a lot of trauma, a lot of torture. And he still puts out information, so I appreciate him. Invite. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy URL. I don't know exactly how to. Oh, I know what I can do. I can just share this in the link. So here is the. Let me know if you guys can see that. I shared the Zoom ID in the live chat. So if anyone wants to hop on and just have a chat, then go ahead and click that link, and yeah, you can join. And I donated the first $11. I like the number 11, and this is the page that Ashley created. Aug Tellez is a man that creates content on how to remain human in a world that is quickly turning more towards technology. He helps one understand the way to navigate yourself through trauma, obstacles, bad health, negativity, self-projected or received, and a lot more. His content is a reflection of his hard work and the purity of his heart and soul. He has lived for a decade or more with severe injuries. It is now to a point he needs medical attention immediately. Please share and donate to this cause. Losing this man would be a great service to humanity. So I shared this link on my Facebook, and I will also share it on my own YouTube. And I know that this stream will probably be fucked with, and the attempts to get him money will probably be fucked with, but it's more about the energetic intent of everyone who's wishing to support. That energy will get through regardless of anything else being messed with. Right. Please check the video resolution. The current resolution is 960 by 540, which is not optimal. Yeah, so if anyone wants to join, can you guys see this link here? Can you see the link? Maybe nobody wants to join. Either way. So I'm going to go share the link for his fundraiser in community. Donation link for Aug. So if you go to my community page, I'll post the donation link there. And you can also just go to GoFundMe.com and search Aug Tellez. That works as well. Do you guys even know about this? It's like a social media aspect of YouTube. I don't know if everybody knows about it, but it's kind of cool. You see the link? You want to hop on, Fabian? You want to have a mid-morning stream? Concurrent viewers 3. Yeah, Facebook or YouTube will definitely try and fuck with this just because Aug's name is in there. But it won't stop me from doing my best to support him. Okay, someone just donated $200. That's great. Thank you. So now we're at $211. Only see Zoom link, not GoFundMe. Just go to GoFundMe.com and search Aug Tellez. That's all you have to do. Like this, watch. GoFundMe.com. And use the search function in the top left-hand corner. Aug Tellez. And he's the first one that pops up, right? And if you want to talk to Ashley, she's the one that's organizing the fundraiser. She's on Facebook. So you can go facebook.com. You can search Ashley McLean. Maybe she's not on Facebook. MCCLAIN. I don't know. She might be on Facebook. Anyway, she's definitely on YouTube. So yeah. I shared it. I shared the fundraiser on Facebook. I can share it on Twitter as well. Even though I only have like 3 followers on Twitter. Okay, maybe I have slightly more than that. But, log in. Galtit. Actually, I don't even know what my password is. Maybe it's something silly. No? I don't even know what my password is. Ah! It worked! My most complicated password. I just have like 3 different passwords I use for everything, so hackers, you can get into my shit really easily. In case you're wanting to try. Nobody wants to join me in my closeless state? Talk about Aug? Maybe I need a beanie. How's that? Is that better? Am I more presentable now? Someone come jump on and talk with me. Come. You can do it. Is that Zoom link appearing for you guys? In the chat? Ben? Somebody be brave, come on. Come on, you can do it. Hey Ann, how you doing? Okay, I'll post the GoFundMe link in the chat here as well. So, copy. Okay, I posted the link in the chat box, so let me know if you can see that. Can you guys click on that? How have you been, Ann? When did we do our show, like 2 years ago? I know I had you on. Oh, you're here. Hey. You have to unmute your audio. And then I shall be able to hear you. Can you unmute your audio there?
Hey.
There you go. Hi, Ann.
I just thought I'd pop in for a second. I have to go shortly. It's our food time here. It's your getting up time by the looks of things, is it?
Yeah, I just woke up.
Yeah. So sorry to hear about Aug. I didn't realise that he has physical pain stuff.
Yeah, I think he's had shoulder issues for quite a long time, but he's just posting recently that he feels he's in a very bad situation with the shoulder pain, and he's said multiple times that he needs surgery and he can't afford it. So, it's a good thing to help with the fundraising, even if it doesn't work out perfectly. It's a good show of support for him energetically, regardless. Um, and regardless of what anybody thinks about him, he's personally benefited me a lot.
Yeah.
So
it's fascinating. I love to listen to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Well, I wouldn't have known if you hadn't put that thing up, and it's just coincidental. I was just flicking through, the way you kind of scroll through YouTube sometimes, looking for something to do.
Yeah.
And your red light is on. I've never caught you live before, so.
Yeah. I'm glad you came in. Yeah, we did a show like a year ago, right? It's been a while, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It has. God, yeah. what a year, huh?
It's insane. Like if I actually look at sort of how my own life has been in the last 2 or 3 years, it's just like it's so different. Like once you come out of the one track thing, you actually start embracing your life, then it just goes out. It keeps going out. You have to open to it though.
Mm. Yeah, it's oi. Something else. Speechless. Oh yeah, you were saying I was actually looking for something. Ihor was posting and sending me links to your underwater, feeling like you're underwater or something.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's become harder and harder to actually form words. That's what I feel, and I was looking to watch your video on that just to see what you were saying about it.
Did you check it out or no?
No, that's I was looking, and that's when I saw your red light on.
Okay. Well, I can explain it in person then, I guess, if you'd like to hear the thoughts.
Do.
It's just something that I noticed in this particular realm, and I don't know exactly what I'm contrasting it with because I don't have memories of what came before this, but it feels like I'm underwater right now, even like all the time. Like it feels like it's like a dream state. It's not like what you would consider. It's almost like there's a relay system that is bringing the information out somewhere and then back again, and then you're like I'm taking like a third person observer point, and maybe that's just what happens when you meditate enough to where you're not as identified with the ego sort of thing, but even that, like there's some like muffled aspect to it that to me feels like consciousness is like underwater,
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense to me on a few levels. If space is water, and just on a very kind of practical way of looking at it, if space is water and our magnetic fields are down, it sort of makes sense to me that there's something watery coming in.
Yeah, and maybe just the frequency baths, like there's.
Yeah.
I didn't always have ringing in my ears.
Okay, ready?
Are you trying to jump out? You gotta go.
Yeah, I'm being called to go, but yeah, because I identify very much with the Numo story, I must say, and it is a story.
The what story?
The Numo story.
Numo?
The Numo story. Oh, it's interesting. It's just a story, but it makes sense. It's the origin story of the Dogon people in Mali.
How do you spell it?
Nummo.
Nummoo?
Nummo. Numo.
I want to try to find it. Nummoo?
Yeah.
So Namu?
Yeah, Namu.
It's like an origins, like the realm origins type story?
Yeah, it's an origin story that's not just held by the Dogon people, but it's held by people on the northwestern seaboard of the U.S. as well, I think.
Okay.
A couple of areas around the world have this common story of their ancestors being sea people. That they arrived, that they were actually underwater beings, or beings who are most happy underwater.
Interesting. Yeah, I see it. I see it here. Dogon. It's Nommo.
Is it?
Nomo? Yeah, that's what it looks like. Nommo.
Okay. There's a woman called Shannon Dory. Shannon Dorey, and she's written a couple of books. She's done a lot of research into iconography related to the Nemo. Okay. Very interesting.
Shannon Dory.
Yeah, she's got a few. Actually, I can send them over to you because they're interesting to look at. They draw together this sort of the origin story. When you look at the iconography, even if it's not recorded in story form, you can see these mermaid-like beings coming from all over the world. So, in a way, it seems to be a common story, but one that isn't talked about very much.
Okay, yeah, I got it. It's just shannondory.com if anyone wants to look at that information. Yeah, interesting. It's also, it ties in completely with the legal structure here, which is all nautical terms, right? Everything is water.
Ships. Yeah.
And it seems almost like, you could say it's a scam, so to speak, because they're not telling you you're underwater, and it's all kind of like backhanded manipulation. But if it really is that, then you should be able to go into court and say, okay, these are all nautical terms. We're talking about being lost at sea or being, in water, right? And just have them verify that. If it's true, then the magistrate or the judge will have to say, yeah, we're talking in nautical terms. You're technically at sea, and there's a different law structure that you need to abide by. Maybe it would be as simple as that. I don't know. I just ignore the court stuff altogether as much as possible.
Yeah, me too. I don't have that kind of mind.
Yeah.
Not at all. Listen, I have to go to see you.
Yeah, good to see you, and thanks for popping in. Have a good one, okay?
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Do you have a Bitcoin wallet or Ether or any other crypto? Not sure what fees are taken from GoFundMe. Well, we can find that out. Let's see. I assume GoFundMe would take a minimal amount. Like, they're such a huge company, they'd probably take like 1% or something like that. But I can find it. GoFundMe takes 5% of donations, and payment processors take 2.9% along with 30 cents per donation. That was in 2017. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. That's about 8%, which is good. 8% to me is totally reasonable. I suppose a crypto wallet could be set up for the same goal, I suppose. But I'm not technologically literate enough to do that. But maybe somebody who's more technologically literate than me can set something up for him. So just to show you what he's sort of posting right now, we can go to twitter.com. Aug Tellez, I am dying of chronic pain. Save the information if you want to relive it online. So I don't know if he's actually dying. He said, multiple times over the past that he feels like he's gonna get taken out, or and he never has actually disappeared. So I'm not sure what is the exact nature of his current afflictions, but I know he needs health. He needs shoulder care. He needs to have actual surgery. It's not something that meditation or Reiki necessarily will be able to fix. I needed shoulder surgery. I got surgery on both my shoulders, and that's what I wanted to do. And again, this is more. I'm doing this more for energetic support of him. So, everyone who's interested in supporting him, just intend. Send some intentions his way that you send love in his direction. Like this, we're all connected. So if you like to support him while he's going through stuff and he's being attacked by demons or, these nasty creatures that are trying to bring him down for whatever reason, send him some love and some energetic support, and he will be stronger when these type of creatures are interested in attacking. And also, donate some money if you can. We want to see this raising up as this show is going. So I did see it pop up to 211. Someone donated $200 20 minutes ago. I'd like to see at least another couple donations before I stop the stream. Follow John McAfee if you have not. He's very hilarious. McAfee is quite funny. They say I would do anything to get elected. Yes, I've already eaten my mother, abandoned my dog, sold my children into slavery, slaughtered infants, and tortured my grandmother. All for 2 percentage points. Is McAfee actually on the presidential ballot? Or is he really? That would be hilarious. That would be really, really funny. Does anybody else want to hop on the Zoom chat? Shoot the shit for a couple minutes? I'll post the link again if anyone wants to hop in. Maybe Ashley McLean should hop on and say hello. Although I don't know if she's around right now. She could be in a different time zone. What else?
So, as we move forward, you leave hate behind. Excuse me, I'll try it.
I'll just play this video that she has on the Fundraiser page. We can watch it together.
Okay. Excuse me. Everything in your life now, is being formatted, or you could say reformatted for what's happening, and in that sense, for healing, because ultimately it's healing. And
I have a Kira.
So, but as this happens,
I have to walk into the
fall. Okay, everything that you've seen, everything that you're going through, is basically a quickening. And as this happens, it's pertinent to survival. Well, not really survival, it's not. But if you want to, your completion, how you want to be, to let go of anger and hate, and everything that holds you back. Because ultimately, it's the antiquated past. That's what I was trying to say before. Any reality that contains any semblance of war, death, hate, deception, time simulation memory archives. So the time simulation memory archive is a phantom matrix that was designed literally like a graph.
Okay, I gotta leave in about 15 minutes. Which is exactly the amount of time this video has left. So, I'm gonna go walk my favorite dog, Akira. She's I'll show you her right here. Akira is a very beautiful husky that I walked when I first got here to Oregon. Right here. This is Akira. How beautiful is this dog? Oh, that's not Akira. That's Athena. Wait. Who's Akira? Oh, that's not the right one. Okay, well, I'm walking another husky. Akira's also a nice dog, but I forgot. Wait. Do I know Akira? Well, I know I walked the dog before, but I can't mentally place the dog. Who's calling? Someone is calling today. Okay, back to the video. You don't need love, you are the love.
So, hate, deception, time simulation memory archives. So, the time simulation memory archive is a phantom matrix.
Hi. Hey, Gary,
That
it's
was
Gia.
designed literally like a
someone is
graph
here.
of skin
Hi, Gia.
going into the universe
Can you hear me?
so that beings...
Can you hear me, Gia?
Hi, yeah, I can.
How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good. I'm getting ready to go pretty soon because I got to walk a dog, but thanks for joining.
I just wanted to jump on real quick. And no, it's interesting that you're doing this today because I was reading through his blog pretty extensively last night and really feeling deeply for him and everything that's gone on. Especially the points that he made is from the videos that he was making 2 years ago. He feels like he's not that same person. Just all the attacks that have been happening, and
Yeah.
I feel for him, you know. So he definitely deserves this. What you're doing for him, so I appreciate that. And
He
yeah,
helped me out. I mean, I remember he sent me a decent amount of money back when I was living out of the car in San Francisco, and I had a really low point. He helped me out then, and
I do remember that, and I think you turned around and did the same for me. So this is paying it forward backwards.
yeah,
So,
yeah, exactly.
yeah, I definitely wanted to jump on. I'm at work actually, but I wanted to jump on because I thought it was really important.
Where are you working now, Gia?
I'm working at Hertz at the one of the smaller airports in Arizona.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
yeah, I know you've been through a rough patch yourself. You're kind of getting it together now, or what?
Yeah. You know, all the trauma. Like he's been through 10 tons more, but there's been a whole lot, and you know, I'm building my channel, so it's something I want to be part of the snail show real soon because I've gotten a lot of stability now. I've got a place and a vehicle and a job, and so I'm getting myself back together. So it's good. So I just really wanted to, you know, support those like you and Aug and a lot of that have really been
backbone to support me and lead me on this journey that's been so intense the last 3 years.
Yeah,
And
yeah. Well, you're welcome. Yeah, it's a lot. Most of what happens, I feel like, is not seen. You know, like everyone sort of goes through struggles, and there's it's difficult to have energy to give
it sure is.
while
Absolutely.
you're trying to literally survive, and then that's not even talking about the energetic sort of attacks that happen to everybody. And,
yeah, it's interesting because I did this really intense video that was going to kick off my channel again in Sedona by a creek, and both of my devices crashed, and I lost everything on my way back. So, we talk about the unseen, the things that a lot of people don't experience that happen. And, Aug goes into a lot of that, and, some of us have gone through those experiences, so I really wanted to, like I said, for him, he deserves all the support that he can get right now, because I've spent hours upon days on his material, all his videos. I think I've seen all of them, and it helped me tremendously. Your videos,
I think I've seen all his videos too. I mean, they're going pretty far back, right? How far back? Like 3 years or something like that?
Yeah, I think it started in 2016.
That's when I started as well. Like, my channel didn't start till late 2016.
Right.
I think I randomly...
Late 2016, yeah, and a lot of stuff was happening to me with... in regards to the love bite, as you know, like that whole thing that Lotta's doing was a big part of my experience. So that's another thing that I'm going to be touching on and talking about. I'm trying to wrap up in regards to what happened with me and that. Because it's going to help other people, only for the reason it's going to help others from not having to go through all that. So anyhow, it's about, I think it's going to be like 86 today, which I'm not ready for yet, which is why I was trying to plant myself up north. I ended up losing my tiny house up north and having to start over down here again. So my goal is to go off grid again and do all that, but right now is not the time.
How are you with the daughter's situation? Are you able to see them or not?
Good, really good. My daughter, my oldest, she's 20. She's a junior at ASU. She's an astrobiologist major.
Oh, wow.
And so she's actually she is very interested in the study of planetary biology. So she's going to do her master's abroad, and then my other one is a junior in high school. And she's going to be a dental hygienist.
Nice. Well, are they with you, or you're still splitting time?
Splitting. Well, my other one's 20, and the other one's 17, and she's actually staying with her dad right now.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay.
He needs her more than me right now. He's going through a lot of his post-traumatic stress disorder with his Desert Storm stuff is still in the midst. So he's still dealing with a lot of that. She's helping him with the house and that kind of thing. So yeah. So
yeah. Okay.
And then me getting my back together after this whole twist and turn of 6 months in jail, which was really a through for the loop for me. So.
Yeah, that's a whole story. I think people would be interested to hear if it's something you can even share. I don't know how personal that is.
No, absolutely, because it does talk about the entrapment of the straw man. So yeah, there's a reason that I believe that I had that whole experience was that I am to expose a lot of that and to talk about it, because it really. And I got confirmation of that from our friend Lotta, that is my calling, really, to get that up and going. And just by taking my experience, going off and talking more about it, just so people are more understanding on it. But I'm going to kind of come from a standpoint of my experience, not as, an expert by any means, because I'm still getting through it. But it's unfortunate I can't really go back to the land or take myself back to the land until I'm off of probation, because I already kind of signed up for their deal. So I have to go through all that. Unfortunately, can't be totally free.
You just we all just have to find ways to actually interact with the place that we're in, and the place that we're in involves all that shit. Like, you have to look into it and find, what you're responsible for.
Yeah, it's a lot to deal with, and a lot of people just don't. It's a lot of conditioning and programming that people don't really want to grasp it. Just our flag alone is, backwards, and it's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's a lot of things. You have to invert. Everything's inverted here. Mm-hmm. So it's an undoing, for sure.
Yep. But there's nothing stopping There's nothing stopping you or anybody else from actually diving in and finding out, where you actually belong. So, like, we put it off way too long. You just got to get in there and do it.
And that's all I've been doing for the last, 10 years, really, is undoing a lot of that. But I've come across a lot of attacks and things, that happen when we awaken. They don't. You're programming. You're not going on the set programming of what the Matrix wants, so it's gonna throw you loops and.
Yep. But that's a good sign, really, because that means you're important enough to expend all this energy, you're important enough that the whole system sees you as something that it needs to, even mess with. So it's kind of empowering at the same time.
And I'm not giving up, and I'm not going anywhere, so.
Yeah, exactly. That's good. Yeah, the Snail Collective will be open whenever you're wanting to hop in. I know Guy3 took off, so there's kind of a sort of spot. I'm trying to keep it small, but yeah.
Yeah, I'd love to be on that. So I'll throw the donation for that too in there, and as soon as I get paid, it's nice to have some good paycheck.
It's nice to actually have money. I haven't had a regular job in a long time, and we just got an apartment also. We finally got our apartment in Portland, and we're gonna, do the regular human thing, as well as, of course, talk about these topics amidst all of it. But it is nice to actually
Isn't it though?
Yeah.
I was like, I saw my check, I was like, wow, that's a lot of money. But it's just I did get a car, so I have a car payment now, and I got rent, and getting over that first hump. But gonna be looking for a new bed,
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing better, Gia, and just let me know when you're ready to hop on the collective.
Oh, definitely.
I gotta get going.
Have fun dog walking.
All right. Thanks, Gia.
All right. Talk to you soon, Gary.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay, so everyone else, can I get confirmation in the chat that you guys can actually click on that link? Is it clickable? Are you able to find where the donation website is? Could I just have someone verify that before I take off? Okay, we got another donation. Dustin Thorndike, $11. Thank you, Dustin. Now we're at 222. That's a nice number. I gotta take off. I'm gonna go walk this dog. Thank you to everyone who is participating energetically, and if you can donate some dollars, then thank you for that as well. And I'm gonna go walk Akira. All right. Thanks again, people. Take care. Thank you, Dustin. Take care, brother.